Good evening, my movie ghouls. This is the Halloween countdown, 31 films in 31 days. Tonight we watched The Hills of Eyes.
Yes, we did. Wes Craven directed it in 1978. Stars, well, the only one of note is, the only one, Dee Wallace, isn't it? Yeah.
E.T.'s
mum.
Elliot's mum.
E.T.'s.
Not E.T.'s mum.
Yeah. It is actually the first time I've seen this film. I have seen the remake from 2006 or not, whatever it was. And I've got to say, I don't think this lives up to...
The hype.
No, not the hype. No, I think it's dated, very dated, and you can tell that it's an early Wes Craven film, in my opinion. There's a lot of elements there that are really interesting, and you know, you got the hillbilly family living in the hills, cannibals, and they find a family to attack and feast on. It's all right. The story's there. The story's quite good, but it's the execution of the film which I think holds a little bit to be desired. What did you think?
I thought I'd watched this, but if I did, it was that long ago. I really can't remember it.
Yeah.
It's very similar to a lot of the 70s and early 80s films we watched, where people in these types of films just cannot act. They can't act.
No.
The only guy who could really act in this film was the old man at the beginning.
Yeah. And
even he was a bit dodge. It basically tells a story of, it starts with an old man like a gas station.
Yeah.
And lass rocks up and says, "Oh, you can't escape, they'll know, blah blah blah.
Take me with you."
And then you see a blooded hand and she's disappeared.
Yeah.
And then this family drive up, fill up the gas, don't they? They've got a caravan on the back, dogs in the car. And he says, "Stay on the main road, stay on the main road." And of course they go off track, go down a beaten track.
For a silver mine.
Yeah, the dad is an absolute bell end.
He is.
And like drives dead fast for no reason, and then the map goes in his face, he crashes obviously.
But then he blames
Yeah.
his wife.
He's really
misogynist.
very politically correct.
Yeah, he is.
He drops the N-bomb at one point.
Yeah.
So it's what I mean, he's very dated. He sets off one way to go back to the gas station. One of the son-in-laws or the son sets off to go the other way. One chases after a dog, and then it kind of all unfolds. And it's basically, you don't know at first what it is, but it's a family who, I don't know if they're inbred because they all look a little bit strange.
Well, they mentioned nuclear testing in the area. They mentioned that the old guy at the beginning mentions that the son was a little bit strange. He was hairy like a monkey or something like that.
Yeah.
And
he was born sideways.
Born sideways. Almost ripped my wife open.
It's just it's a scary concept. It's, I tell you, I think Ollie's must have disturbed me as a child, because I don't think there's any way you'd get me travelling across America.
No, well, that's it. The concept is scary, and it is all part of the unknown, and the desert's massive. You don't know what's going on out there.
And I mean, they kind of separate them all, and they kill a dog, and one of the dogs is a fucking legend.
Oh, that dog.
Beast. He's a legend.
Yeah. Hero of the bloody film.
It is. It's an absolute star.
He's just standing there watching someone on a cliff.
Pushes him
just
on.
Goes up. Whoop! Oh!
Lassie moment. Picks up the...
takes the walkie-talkie back to his master.
Takes it back. Knows what it is. Then he goes after another one. Kills another one, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Absolute legend. But yeah, it's just very dated. It's not very well acted. The concept and would be terrifying if you were stuck in the desert with your family. But the worst bit is they're intending on eating the baby. Yeah. Which I think if you've got kids, you can literally can't imagine somebody taking your baby, because they do take the baby away. I think you just go insane. Yeah. The way it ends is quite weird. Yeah. But basically, they're all sort of killing each other off, aren't they? They burn the dad to death, even though I thought he'd had a heart attack.
Yeah, he almost had a heart attack, and then they burn him.
And they nail him up and they burn him.
But
and then they have a rampage shooting and kill like the mother of the baby. They rape the younger lass, kill them. Well, they shoot the mother and she's dead by morning.
Yeah, dead by dawn.
Yeah, and it's just all very like. I mean, you do feel for them, but you can't really relate because it's so outlandish. Some of the acting, you think. It is. Yeah, it's a weird. I didn't enjoy it. I have to say, I didn't enjoy it.
No, I didn't.
No.
I think I would have done when I was younger, when I was a kid. I think if I'd have seen that,
probably scared me.
Yeah, I think it would have scared me because especially with what's his name, Pluto, the guy who plays Pluto, Michael Berryman, was it?
Yeah,
he's been in so many things.
I remember him from.
What's he say?
Let's just keep this between us. I wouldn't want to lose my acting job or whatever.
Teaching job, that's it, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he's been in everything from Star Trek to X-Files and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what made me laugh is like these proper hillbilly types, aren't they? That are meant to have been dragged up. My mother-in-law's just this big fat lady. God love her.
Oh, you got a baby!
Yeah, dead drunk. She's got like an Indian headpiece on, which I don't get because they're not Indian, like American Indian. And yeah, she's just drunk and don't really have a point. But they have these kids that are all really random, don't look anything like each other.
One of the kids, one of the sons looks like the dad because he's got curly hair, and the other one doesn't.
No, but like at one point they're on the CB and the van track radio for help. And loads of them are already dead and they're like radio for help and they're like, yeah, what's your situation there? What's your capacity there?
Yeah.
You know, like talking like law enforcement. And then you realise it's them, and then it cuts to Michael Berry and Pluto.
And he starts shouting down.
And he's like, oh, they fell for it. Like, and that's how they talk. And it's like, there is no way they've been dragged up by Bella Remberg, who's an alcoholic in the bloody cave, and the big hairy fella with a slash down his nose. How would he learn that? How would he learn those words? And that, to know that that's how law enforcement acts?
I don't know.
Bit of a stretch. Yeah, it ends as well really suddenly, doesn't it? That
it's a battle over the baby.
Yeah, the battle over the baby, and you just thought, oh my god, get that baby away from them. And then the daughter who tried to run away at the beginning doesn't want them to kill the baby, so she gets a rattlesnake and gets it to bite her brother.
And then the guy, and then the dad stabs him.
He stabs him manically like you would because he's killed his wife and he tried to kill the baby. And then it just goes ding, and it's the end.
And it goes red, and it's like the end.
What's happened?
That's it. They won. Although, did they win because they blew up the car and the caravan?
They don't have to walk miles.
They're not going to be able to get out.
Bella Remberg is pissed off. She's going
to just fall asleep.
Yeah. Very strange film.
There's a lot of, like, is it ADR where they overdub?
Yeah.
And there's like the beginning where the old guy is talking and he turns his back and it's like, he's talking like this and it's, and then he comes back and it's like normal, but like massive exposition dumps.
Yeah.
Because he's
telling
like
the backstory.
Wow, me and my wife, we bought this place. It was all nice, and then we had the baby. It was like, okay.
He just tells you, yeah.
And then the dad gets his way back to where the old guy is. The old guy tries to shoot him, and the dad he was a cop. He's like old and overweight, and then he turns around and he's like, boom. And then the old guy tries to hang himself.
Yeah.
He's like,
then he went, I didn't know it was you.
I thought it was someone else.
Oh, yeah.
And then he gets taken out. But it's a lot of quick shots, quick movements. And I suppose in late 70s, I think this would have been quite scary. And
I tell you what it reminds me of, and I'm controversial, I know I always am, a bit like a Tarantino film, because I hate Tarantino. And it very is like a Tarantino.
But that's what he tries to emulate in the 70s.
I can't stand it, personally.
And the sort of like shock.
Well, we're all different, aren't we? Some, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, two for me. Two. And that's generous. I feel I'm being generous.
Yeah, I'm being generous. I'm going to say I'm gonna give it a 1 because I didn't enjoy it. I know it's I suppose it's a classic. It's a Wes Craven, but you can tell it's.
I've given it a 2 because it is, I think, a bit not scary, but it is a bit. Ooh, yeah, the idea of it.
You can understand why you got a remake.
I think if I was younger, I would have definitely been scared. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, 2 for me. What we're watching tomorrow?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Right.
I should look at the list tomorrow night. Anyway, like, share and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please come back again tomorrow for another Halloween countdown. Sleep tight.